A very good morning and welcome to Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground, home of cricket in Hong Kong for the Cricket Hong Kong China Women's Premier League T20 Series 2025-26. Aaron Bush with you, and it's a blockbuster today in the sunshine. Craig and Gower Cricket Club women up against Diaspora Little Saiwan women, all to play for a spot in next week's final. As we have a look at the current standings, with HKCC atop, playing again today as well. If they can get their fourth win from 4 matches, they will be atop of the table and home team. But for these two sides, sitting in second and fourth, a win necessary perhaps to make the final. A win for Craig and Gower will put them through with 3 wins. A win for Diaspora Little Saiwan may well put 3 teams on 2 wins and 2 losses, and it will all come down to net run rate. So lots to play for on a Sunday morning in Hong Kong, as we'll have a look at the playing 11s today for both sides. The result from the middle, Diaspora Little Saiwan has won the toss, elected to have a bowl. We'll start with the Craig and Gower Cricket Club 11. And the captain, Amanda Chung. Also in the side, Karen Poon, Janice Wong, April Chung, Vanessa So, Dorothea Chan, Kerry Chan, Sauha Chan, Wong Ying Ho, and Godiva Lee. For Diaspora Little Saiwan today, not playing with their captain, Shanzine Shazad, missing today, so taking over the captain duties will be Mariam Bibi. Also in the squad today, Dana Igud, Myra Mukherjee, Ikra Saher, Yasmin Daswani, Rachita Venkatesh, Jaswinder Singh, Satar Olina, Rajveer Kaur, Modwani Harsh, and Romella Osabel rolling out the playing 11 today for Diaspora Little Saiwan. The umpires are out in the middle. You can see left of screen John Prakash, and officiating from the Argyle Street end will be umpire Herman Tukru, as the batters head out to the middle as well. Looking for a big win here, Craig and Gower, to secure their spot in next week's final. Location yet to be determined. All the games today will decide whether the final will be held here or up the hill at Hong Kong Cricket Club. Not far away from game time here. Players set in the middle. Pulto on strike. It'll be the captain, Amanda Chung, at the non-striker's end. Ikra Saher to start proceedings there on screen. Bowling from the Argyle Street end, as is the norm in T20s at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Game time in the final round of the Premier League T20 Series. Looks to feather it. Yasmin Daswani with the gloves on. Top of screen for Diaspora Little Saiwan. Early morning stretch for Pulto. They're going to change up the field here. Captain Mariam Bibi there, sitting in a gully position, but will move into slip after that first little attempt at a feather. Beautiful blue skies here in Hong Kong for a Sunday. And again, looking to feather it. Didn't carry through to Daswani. We'll have to watch if an edge carries through to the slip cordon as well. Two games going on today, both in the morning and the afternoon. The men's starting from 1:30 p.m. But up the hill, Hong Kong Cricket Club taking on Lantau. As I said in the pre-game, winner there may decide a few things as well. 3 in a row, outside off, swing and a miss for Poulto. Plays it that one, it was a little bit straighter and guides it down to third. First runs off the bat for Kragengower. Chung, the left-hander, just defending. A very good delivery from Ikra. Must-win game for the Ascot Little Saiwan Wasps. Easy equation. If they don't win, no chance of the final. Going by that points table. Might need to work on the net run rate as well a little bit. If it all comes down to 3 teams on 2. Eased onto the leg side, a little gap forward of square. First runs off the bat for Amanda Chung. She'll retain strike after 1. Kragengower Cricket Club Women's Premier are 2 for none. Marion Bibby, the captain today for the Wasps, to bowl over number 2, the first over from the Victoria Harbour end. Starts with a full one, just dropping below waist height. Some in-swing on it. Fielded well by Ruchi Venkatesh, who's sitting at a catching mid-wicket position. No slip in place for Bibby. Third and fine leg, the 2 outside the circle inside the power play. They do have a catching extra cover as well. Full again, stays inside the traps. Lots of runs for Amanda Chung. This is the 4th match, final match. 119 runs and a strike rate of 88. It's a good effort for the captain. Full again, swatted and gets through Venkatesh. Just for a single, got hands down to it. Ruchi, the ricochet goes to mid-on. Have a look at Poulto's figures so far throughout the series. It's been a good opening combo for Kragengower. Just the 40 runs so far in the first 3 matches for Poulto. Should be looking to add to that today. Uphill for LBW. Sliding down leg. Oh, good Yorker length from Bibi. And well chopped down on from Poulto. Tidy start so far from the captain, Marion Bibi. Again, nice Yorker length. Nicely played. No thoughts of a run though as it dribbles to mid-on. So 2 done. And Craig and Gower are 3 for none. Measured start so far for Craig and Gower. 3 singles. Tidy bowling as well so far from the Wasps opening bowlers. No extras. Making the batters work hard as Ikra Saher continues from the Argyle Street end. That was a good delivery. Open the face of the bat, and another one guided down to third. Have a look at Ikra Saher's figures. Hasn't played too many matches in the series so far, just the second game of the 4. Just the 1 wicket to Ikra's name so far. Shaping away again, and another one just eased down to third. Only thoughts of 2, but ran away too fast to find a second. Good start. Umpire Hamid Tukrul just letting Poulton, no running on the protected areas. Onto the off stump again. No run this time. First dot of the over. Another in-swinger around the wicket to the left-handed Amanda Chung. So 2 singles followed by 2 dots. Drops it in short. A little bit of tin music early on from Ikra Saher. It's one over the shoulder. I like it. Lots of ones pitched up, in swinging, and then goes the bumper. And then back to the good length, honing in on that off stump. As Windercore does the fielding, keeps it to a dot. 2 singles coming from the third. Halfway through the power play, Craig and Gower Cricket Club are 5 for none. Just the one over for the captain. Change in bowling from the Victoria Harbour end with Romella Osabel into the attack. Short and played over the top of, didn't carry through. I think Yasmin's going to go put the lid on here for Osabel. With that one not carrying through. No, change of mind. Put the cap back on. Put the cap in the back of the strides, but not standing up just yet. That should be wide. It is, as it pushes too far outside off. Floats this one up, hit hard, going to have to run fast. Oh, a direct hit was miles gone. A little mix up as it went straight to the fielder. Nicholas Aher there with a good arm. Well, it could have been. Almost generated a wicket from nothing. These Wasps. And Pulte survives. Around the wicket, drops it in short, pulled away, and that's why they put a sweeper out in the deep. Didn't go that far, went a little bit too straight. I don't know. Short again. That one pulled away through mid-wicket. Work to do in the field. Racing away to the ropes. Will get there just in time. Windercore does well. Saves 2. First over in the Premier League this season for Osabel. Into the attack early inside the power play. Onto the leg stump. That one's going to go out backward of square. They're going to run on the arm of Saher again. No, they won't. And very clever to go back on that one. I think they realised whose arm they were going to try to run on there. It would have been fraught with danger. Almost run out once this over. So a little chat perhaps about the runs and when to take them and not. Still one ball left of the fourth. Outside off, swatted away, picks a gap between the two fielders. Venkatesh will get there first. Again, another good arm, not one new run on, so they'll take the single. A good over for Craig and Gow, 6 runs coming from the 4th. They're 11 for none. Satan into the attack as well from the Argyle Street end. Starts well. Right on. Moving in onto that off stump. Winds up on that one. Work to do. Oh, great piece of fielding. Dive and roll. Mara Mukherjee. Very good. That was definitely going to go racing to the boundary for 4. So that's a save of 3. But another single in the books for Craig and Gower. Oh, good delivery just past the outside edge this time. Another one not quite carrying through to the keeper. Does have the helmet on there, Asman Daswani, but set back a touch at the moment. This one straying down leg side, and that's been punished. Work to do for the sweeper in the deep. Very well done as well. Heading back for a double. That's a better line. Carved away. They've got the 3rd inside. Very good running again. Keep the runs ticking over for Craig and Gower. Full on middle stump. Swatted away. The chase is on. Again, won't make the boundary. And they'll get back for a double. End of 5. Craig and Gower 17 for none. Osabel to continue and round out the power play. Starts on middle stump, a little short, so he's swept away to the sweeper of Iklas here. Another little poke onto the leg side this time. Daswani does the fielding from behind the stumps. Another tip and run straight to the fielder. A little bit of pressure forces the bobble and generates the one. Oh, thoughts of a run out as the Hare got it quickly, but went to throw it before it was in the hands. And another one. Singles off every delivery so far. Again, straight to the fielder, but set deep. Good throw, safely through, so it'll be all singles. 6 runs coming from the 6th. The power play is done. Craig and Gower 23 for none. Big appeal to start the 7th. Soft hands, and another one guided through gully region for a single. A few runs coming off the bowling of Alina Sattar, but bowling's been good. Loud appeal for LBW. A lot of the ones right on the stumps. discussion between captain and umpire. It's a no ball due to a fielding infringement. So free hit. Dropped in short, popped up in the air, up and over the top of the infield. Oh, a little soccer on as well. Happy with the 2. Apart from the unfortunate fielding infringement. It's been good so far. 2 balls left of the 7th. Short though, and whipped away backward of square. Fine leg in place, keeps it to 1. No boundaries for Craig and Gow, but the runs continue to tick over. Waits on it. Dab poke through gully this time again. Runs generated that way a few times. A good over though. 7 done. Craig and Gower 29 for none. Ossabell to continue into a 3rd. Starts with a dot. Finds a single off this one though. And now just taking runs even when it goes straight to the fielders. One guy on the leg side, another extra. Which has been few and far between so far for the Wasps. That's been a win. They need to find a wicket though. 4 runs off the over so far with a ball left. Which is pretty much what Craig and Gower are going at the moment. Well, that's on the pads. And got to go, yes, the first wicket falls. Osabel strikes as Amanda Chung, the captain, departs for 16. The first wicket falls on 33. Important wicket for Diasquith Saiwan. First wicket falling right at the end of the 8th. The new batter at the crease, opening bowler Ikra Saher back into the attack. It's Kerry Chan out there in the middle. That's starting very wide. Little misfield is going to allow a double here for Poulto. Important for these two from Craig and Gower to stick around to the drinks break. Themselves a good platform in the final 10 overs to push the score up. Oh, that's a good delivery though. And it's out. Well, they're not going to stick around until the drinks break as Poulto has to depart. Caught behind. Yasmin Daswani does well with the gloves and Ikra Saher strikes. Toe out for 16 and the second wicket falling on 36. Both openers losing their wicket in under and over as Dorothea Chan comes to the crease to join Carrie Chan. And that's Carrie on screen now. Some big news for Carrie and cricket lovers in China. Tonight's World Cup T20 ICC final between India and New Zealand is going to be broadcast with commentary in Mandarin. And the commentator is going to be one Carrie Chan. So that's huge news. I already started a Douyin account, ICC, putting up some clips of the World Cup. That's tonight from 9:30. Still got to get through this game first. It's going to be a long day for Carrie. Cricket in the morning, commentary in the afternoon, or evening, I should say. Of course, loyalties in Hong Kong split between the two finalists. Of course, many going for India. And former Hong Kong China player Mark Chapman will be playing for New Zealand. So That's kind of where my loyalties are lying. I will be in the minority, I'm sure. Pulls the length back a touch, and watchful from Dorothea. So I said in the pre-game, these two games that are going on today, vitally important to decide who will be in next Sunday's final. And after this delivery, we're going to check in with the match summary of what's going on up at HKCC. Another full one, good delivery, good over from Ikra Saher. Getting the wicket, 3 runs coming from it after 9. Craig and Gower are 36 for 2. And let's see if the magic of computers can show us a match summary up the hill. Look at that, they're in the drinks break already. Hasn't lost a wicket. Openers both Natasha Miles and Mariko Hill, 33 apiece. 11 extras helping things out, so they're off to a flyer. HKCC, they win, they will get the final. And Lantout will need to do some work there. Back here, we've still got 1 over left before the drinks break, and Mariam Bibi is going to do the duties. Very tidy first over, just a single coming from it. And out there for over and over. Now, Carey, well, exactly 1 over. Hasn't faced a delivery. Now on strike. That's onto the thigh pad, perhaps a little high. I think it was very high. I think that's what umpire John Blakash may be just signalling to the upper thigh pad. Two dots to start with for Mariam. Oh, went straight up in the air. Carey had no idea where that one was going, off the side edge, maybe bat of the bat. Lands safely. Things slowing down for Craig and Gower. Remembering the Wasps desperately need a win today, so they won't want to be chasing a huge score, especially missing their captain, big hitter, Shanzeen Shahzad. Can only watch on. Not playing today. Wides up on this one. Chance in the deep for Saher. Nope, that's a maximum. Carey gets off the mark, going big through cow corner. That's a big one. After so many dots, the slog sweep Beautifully played. Just watching on. Nothing Seher could do. Now standing right on the ropes at cow corner. Also got long on out in the deep. Straying onto the pads. Tough to get an LBW to the left-hander bowling over the wicket. Will be a leg by. That'll round out the over. We're in the drinks break here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground with Craig and Gow. 44 for 2. Get confirmation on that. I think it's 43 for 2. We'll get the score updated. Score updates. We'll have a look at the batting and bowling card for both sides as they take a well-earned drink. And both openers getting a good start, both getting 16 off roughly the same amount of deliveries. Amanda Chung out first to a good delivery from Romella Osabel, LBW, and then Pulto nicking off to the keeper Daswani, also for 16. Gary Chan, well, she's only hit 1 for runs, and that was a maximum. 6 off 6, and Dorothea Chan still out there in the middle. At the halfway mark, Craig and Gower are 43 for 2. And the bowling card for Diasqua Little Saiwan today. So far, used 4 bowlers. Ikra Seher getting a wicket, 3 overs, 1 for 7. Look at that econ rate, perfect, 2.33. The captain, 2 overs, none for 7. That included the maximum. Osabel with the other wicket. 3 overs, 1 for 16. And Alina Sata, 2 overs, none for 12. As the umpires head back out. And the third umpire, Sean de Cruz, heads off. Get ready for the second half of this match. All to play for. Rachita Venkatesh is going to take the ball for over number 11. A couple of Hong Kong China women's team players going head to head. Carly Chan and Rachita Venkatesh. Richie bowling from the Argyle Street end. Got a long on in place. Deep mid wicket and deep cover. And a deep backward square where that one is heading. Carey desperately wanted 2 on that one. They didn't want to run on the arm though, Dorothea Chan. Helicopter going overhead. Not sure what helicopter, probably a Hong Kong government flying service helicopter. Heading off to help somebody. Short, and that's high on the bat, just over the top of the catching mid-wicket. Marion Bibby had put herself in close for the catch. She's in too close for that one. High on the splice from Dorothea. Gets off the mark though. Well, that was hit hard along the ground to Bibby this time. Well fielded. Another one swept away backward of square. No thoughts of a second this time. Keep the runs ticking over, heading towards the half-century mark. Busy position at the moment, whether it's extra cover or mid-wicket for Mary and Bibby. They can keep this under 100. Diaspora Little so on. I think they're a chance of the bat. Still 8 wickets in hand. 9.1 overs remaining. And it's going to be a dot to finish with. So after 11, Craig can go 46 for 2. Now we're going to check in up the hill, and if you're a Lantau fan watching this game, look away now. If you're a Hong Kong Cricket Club fan but watching this game, there it is, 100 up for HKCC, no wickets lost. Mariko 45, Natasha Miles 43. That's going to be a very big score that Lantau will need to chase if they want to think they can get in to next week's final. As it stands, HKCC are a chance to try to generate a home final. If they get top of the table and their men's team can do the same, we'll be playing up the hill next week. That's how all these different games and different permutations. Here, both teams looking to try to make the final as well, as Carey scoops up over the top of extra cover. And easy 2 to start with. Carved out, no third in place, so a lot of work to do for the point fielder. Won't get there, that'll be 4. Poor old Mara Mukherjee was at point and had to try to chase that one all the way down. In the end, could only fetch it from over the ropes. As Carey went wide open, the blade. It was all deliberate. Plenty of speed on it. Makes it to the ropes. Second boundary for Chan. That's a good delivery though. Good comeback ball from Mariam. That one off the off stump, out to long on. Dorothea Chan, just the one off 7 so far. Likely to play the supporting role while Carey's still out there. Still out there. With a few overs to go, Dorothea can certainly swing the axe, make some runs. Half century coming up this over for Craig and Gower. Want to push on up towards 100 at least. They can. That's a good ball again from Mariam. Right on the Yorker length. Oh, that's nicely played, but the backstop in place, just backward of square. 7 runs coming from the 12th. A half century coming up for Craig and Gower there, 53 for 2. Venkatesh to continue. Tidy in her first. A deep cover, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square and long on. And again, the sweep as Carey brings the broom up backward of square. And goes aerial up over the top. And, oh, good flick back. Brilliant piece of fielding. Brilliant fielding from Melina Sata with the flick back. Definitely saving 2. Drag down the leg side. Popped in the air though. 1 bounce. Didn't carry to the deep. Very straight. Oh, this is a chance, but the ricochet from Bibby didn't get it into the mitts. And it rolls in. Risky single. They make it for a single, though. That was straight to Bibby. She'd picked it up and just lobbed it to Venkatesh. Dorothea would have been well short. Another chance goes begging for the Wasps. Runs off every delivery so far in the 13th. Cut away out into the deep, and Mukherjee keeps it to 1. So it's going to be 7 runs coming from the 13th. Craig and Gower 60 for 2. And big news up the hill. Finally some good news for the Lantau fans, as Natasha Miles has been dismissed. Got the half century, 55 off 44, the Hong Kong China captain. And now Emma Lai out in the middle. But still a big score on the cards for HKCC. Back here, measured for Craig and Gower. 60 for 2 at the moment. And to see a change in bowling. Radvir Gore to take over from the Victoria Harbour end. Oh, that's going out towards the deep. They'll come back for 2 on the arm. It's a good piece of feeding from Jaswinder Gore. They're going to make a switch because they've seen how much Carey likes going through that cow corner region. Wideish mid-wicket. And the captain right there on screen moves into the catching position there. Mariam Bibi. Also got a deep square leg to go with long on, long off. The charge, and it is going her way. A chance for Bibi. And it's got through the hands. It was going for 6 anyway, but got hands to it. It was going at least a couple of metres over the ropes. So it was only half a chance for Bibi. It was powerfully hit. They had the trap in place. And in the end, Carey picks up another maximum. Full toss this time. Another chance in the deep. Just falls short. It's a good pick up and throw there from Jazzy Kaur, who had been moved there. Now with Dorothea back on strike, all the field has to change for the right-hander. With the wickets in hand, this is what we can expect from Carey going forward. 6.5 overs remaining. That 8 wickets in hand is vital. Swept away and picks out Saher. I think Carey's home. No, she's out. She's just short. Good piece of fielding. Saher and Daswani combined, and that's a massive wicket as Carey Chan has run out for 29. Massive wicket for the Wasps, and it brings Chansal Ha to the crease. Doug Poke to start with. No run available. Amazing how the game can change with just one throw. And all of a sudden the dots are back after the wicket falls. 14 done, 6 remain. Craig and Gower 69 for 3. there's some chat in the field from Diaskwa Little Saiwan, the captain. Marion Bibby pumped up. 5 backs on. That's cut nicely, though. Picks the gap between point and third. Gets a double. This is where I think we'll see Dorothea start to take the lead. It's happy to sit back with Carey going big. Dotted back to the bowler this time. Still tidy from Venkatesh. Only going at a tick over 4s. That's going to be another dot. Oh, got through. What a delivery. Butte to finish with. Just the 2 runs coming from the 15th. 5 overs remain. Craig and Gower are 71 for 3. Rajveer continues as that's swept away. This time picking a gap, so no chance of the run out. In the air, the catch is taken. Oh, a brilliant catch. Well done, Hersha Modawani. Look on her face, it's like she couldn't believe it, but it was a great catch. And a big wicket. Dorothea Chan departs for 5. Very happy captain and catcher. And all of a sudden, things might slow down a touch again with another wicket falling. 4 down now. Craig and Gower 72 for 4. Dorothea Chan just managing the 5 today. Out to the crease at number 6, Karen Poon. "36 runs so far in the first 3 games, so averaging 12s. Would like to get that today with 5 overs remaining. It's watchful to start with. Punts it to Bibby. It's a full one. This is out. Again, shuffles back. Just to check where the stumps were there, Karen, to make sure it didn't shuffle too far back. And this is a great over for the Wasps. 1 ball remaining in the 16th. One was picked off middle and found a gap backward of square. So first runs off the bat for Poon. Definitely 2 in that one. Chansal Ha was just holding the crease to make sure that Karen was coming back. So it'll be a brace to finish with. 3 runs and a wicket coming in the 16th. Craig and Gower 74 for 4. The pressure starting to build on Craig and Gower now. Oh, sitting pretty. 8 wickets in hand now with 4 wickets down. 2 brand new batters at the crease. Chansal Ha on strike. And that's a good delivery. Just the drift in. Straighten on to off. Get through the overs very quickly. Rajita Venkatesh. Not a great deal of turn on offer. Just a little bit of spin in, and that's cut away nicely. 3 get there, though, for the Wasps. And Salhan will get a double. Big thick edge and a misfield means there's a chance of 2. They're going to run on the arm. Again, it's going to be very tight. Safe this time. A dive from Chansal Ha, saving her there. Getting an extra run, 2 on the board. So back-to-back doubles. Still should be able to push up towards the 100 mark here, Craig and Gower. Oh, they're going to go for a quick single on the arm of Saher. This should be out. Oh, a bobble from Venkatesh. Again, the risky run. They get 3 for a single. 5 coming from the 17th. 3 remain. Craig and Gower 79 for 4. Lots of pressure for Chan Salha. Oh, and that's gone onto the stumps, has it? Looks like the bail's been removed. And whichever way it is, that's the end of Chansal Ha. And the 5th wicket falls on 79. Oh, what a ball. It's turned back in. I think it's hit the back pad and dribbled onto the leg stump. Just dropped the bail off ever so lightly. Rajveer's got 2 big ones as well. As Craig and Gower halfway down, they've still got 2.5 overs. Need to bat out the full 20, and Need to keep the runs ticking over. Janice Wong comes to the crease at number 7. Going to be out as well, going onto the leg stump this time. Janice Wong out for a golden duck. And Rajveer's on a hat trick. Craig and Gower lose their 6th on 79. Wicketkeeper Vanessa So gets to face the hat-trick ball. What a fight back this is by the Wasps. Remember, as we go back to the hat-trick ball. Put the slip in place just for a bit of dramatic effect. Survives. As Vanessa So looks to find some runs. This one outside off, was there to be hit. Buys this time. Gets down the non-striker's end though. Yes, remember, Craig and Gower were 69 for 2. So they've lost 4 wickets for now 11 runs. A little mini collapse as the Wasps fight back. Keep their dreams alive as well for the final next week. Full, but well down the leg side. So need to rebowl that one. It's in the air. Oh, it's a chance. It's been put down. And a safe run in the end. Rajveer could have had 3 in an over. As it's gone through the hands, hit hard by Karen Poon. Put it down as a chance though. Karen gets a life on 2. 1 ball left to the 18th. That's cut nicely. Cut off as well. They'll find a single to round out what was a very good over for Rajveer Kaur and the Wasps. 2 wickets, 4 runs coming in the 18th. Craig and Gower 83 for 6. Ikris Saher to bowl the penultimate over. 1 for 7 off 3. Always a danger. And that's why straight on to middle stump, cleans it up. And the wicket falls as Vanessa So departs for 1 and Craig and Gower now 7 down for 83. Right on middle stump, angling in. Split middle and leg. Tale of 2 halves of this game for sure. Craig and Gower going into the drinks break only 2 down. He may get bowled out here. 83's not a bad score. I'd like to push it up a little bit further. April Chung to the crease at number 9. Sister of the captain, Amanda Chung is April Chung. One bats at 1, one bats at 9. I'm sure the captain would hope little sis gets some runs here. And Ikra Sahair's in again. And not sure April was ready. So Ikra pulled out of the delivery. Oh, that's just got between bat, and it's got the edge, is what the umpire has said. Thought they went between bat and stumps, but must have just got an inside edge. And Ikra Sahair's now on a hat-trick, as April Chung can't manage to put any runs on the board. Hat-trick ball, Ikra Sahair. Oh, that was an absolute beaut as well. But Karen was coming quickly and wanted to get the single, get through safely. That was just squeezed out. Annie Ho, who got the hat-trick ball. And that one's going to be an extra. We've had 2 hat-trick balls here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. They just had one up the hill as well. After this over, I'll give you an update of the score at Hong Kong Cricket Club, with HKCC batting first. Short pulled away, but too straight. Beats one, does not beat the other. Good Yorker length and good chop out again from Karen, but can't find a gap at the moment. Oh, fast, a little shorter, they'll get through for a single to round out the penultimate over after 19. Craig and Gower 87 for 8. And if we can ask Atif to put up the match summary from up the hill, because they're at about the same par. They've just finished 19 overs as well. There it is, already 150 on the board. 2 half centuries. Mariko Hill, 65. Natasha Miles, 55. And halfway through the final over. It's going to be a big score for Lantau to chase. Back here, Mariam Bibi is going to finish off proceedings. Starts with a dot. Oh, big thick edge. They've got protection. Third inside for the ropes. Get the single. Oh, that's popped up in the air, but just wide of the hair. So Annie will find a single as well. All bonus runs here for Craig and Gower after losing so many wickets. 69 for 2 has become 89 for 8. It's good to see the fight back for DLSW. They need the win. They'll probably need to chase it down quickly if they want to try to make the final. Craig and Gower be looking to defend the total. They're going to run on the arm, and it's good running. Find another single. And a big thick leading edge. It's not going to carry into Osabel. And on the arm, this is going to be very close. Not even close, in fact. Annie Ho's run out. They'll get the single, but they also lose their 9th wicket with the ball remaining. Craig and Gower are 90 for 9. It'll be 91 for 9 when the scoring is updated. They did cross, come back for a second. Perhaps they should have just taken the single and let Karen take strike for the final ball, but oh, there's another hat-trick ball up the hill. So 2 hat-trick balls here and a hat-trick ball for Mahakdeep Gore in the death over at HKCC. Here, the captain, Mariam Bibi, has a chance to bowl Craig and Gower out on the final delivery. Ball. That's an extra for Craig and Gower. Gadama Lee, batting number 11. Still gets to face the final delivery. Just outside off. They're going to run on the arm. Nothing to lose. A direct hit's out, but it's going to be in the books as a single. As Craig and Gower finish out their innings on 93 for 9. Have a look at the batting and bowling card from the first innings. Craig and Gower Cricket Club losing the toss, sent in to bat, and it was a great start from their openers, Pulto and Amanda Chung, both getting 16s. And then Carrie Chan came out swinging and was looking good, 29. But then a risky second run, one run it was, a risky one as it went to Ikra Saher. And Yasmin Daswani did the rest. Dorothea Chan, just the 5 today, and Chansal Ha was bowled by a beauty from Rajveer for 6. Karen Poon was out there not for very long, 6 off 11, but saw plenty of batting partners disappear as Janice Wong was out for a golden duck. LBW, Vanessa So bowled by Ikra Saher for 1, and April Chung stumped, caught behind I should say, by Yasmin Daswani. And Annie Ho run out very late in the innings for 3. Nobly got just the single. Let's have a look at the bowling card for DLSW. Wasps, and opening the bowling, Ikra Saher. 3 wickets in the end of 4 overs, 3 for 11 with an econ of 2.75. Perfect bowling from their strike bowler. Mariam Bibi, the captain, not finding a wicket today, none for 20 off 4. Ramela Osabel with a single wicket, 1 for 16 off 3. Alina Sattar, none for 12. Ruchi bowling out, none for 17, and a 3 for also for Rajveer Kaur, 3 for 15 off 3 overs. We head into the innings break with Craig and Gower putting on 93 for 9. When we come back, DLSW will require 94 for victory. Join us then. Innings break done here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground in the Cricket Hong Kong China Women's Premier League T20 Series. Craig and Gower Cricket Club sent into bat, putting on 93 for 9. And then the Ascot Little Saiwan women, they're going to need 94. We'll have a look at the points table as it stands in the tournament, with this being the final round. Hong Kong Cricket Club up the hill put on 157. Say they're a very good chance to go 4 from 4. So then it comes down to the teams in second and fourth. The Ascot Little Saiwan gets a win today. They will move to 4 points, but they need to get a net run rate boost because Craig and Gower, well, they're on 2.52. So all to play for. The Ascot Little Saiwan batters are going to have to go out and score quickly and try to chase this down. We'll keep an eye on the points table after the game. We'll bring it up and find out who will be playing in next Sunday's final. The batters and the fielders heading out to the middle. With 10 overs left of the round robin. 20 overs left, I should say. The Ascot Little Saiwan will be hoping it only goes 10 overs. And for Craig and Gower, if they get the win, they will guarantee themselves a spot in next Sunday's final. Yasmin Daswani out on strike. Mariam Bibi, the captain, at the non-strikers end. Karen Poon to open the bowling from the Argyle Street end. Ready to get underway. 94. That's the target for the Ascot Little Saiwan. Karen starts just onto the leg stump. Goes down. No fine leg in place, so they're going to find a double here at least. A little tickle around the corner from Daswani to get the runs underway. You can see the run rate required, 4.64. I feel like if they go at 7s, perhaps 8s, and get the win, maybe they'll get enough net run rate boost and take enough net run rate off Craig and Gower to give themselves a chance. I don't think if it goes the full 20, it's not going to be enough for the Wasps today. That one is down leg side, and Daswani misses out. Gets the extra, but with no fine leg in place, only a deep square leg. Probably missed out on 4 runs there. Early days, just getting the eye in on this pitch. Again, down the leg side, and this time bat on ball, but a little bit too square as April Chung is in the deep. Keeps it to 1. Good piece of fielding. 2 out in the deep. Dorothea Chan also sitting out at deep mid-wicket, so that's why there's no fine leg. 3rd inside the circle. No slip, but there's a point, cover, extra cover, both in catching positions, mid-off and mid-on set back. Catching position. The captain, as always, at mid-wicket, Amanda Chung. Bibi winds up. Oh, that's a drop chance. It was absolutely smoked. It's going to hurt. Karen Poon misses out. Back live, that's aerial, 1 bounce to mid-on. Ooh, risky. Dropped onto the first delivery, almost holes out on the second one. Certainly can see the intent from Mariam Bibi if she gets going. They want to chase this down quickly. But a little risky to start with in the first. The length back a touch and hits it straight to Amanda Chung, but a bobble off the centre square region allows the single. This is live with 1 ball left. 5 off the over so far. Daswani. Back of the crease, goes through square. Work to do for April again. Again onto it quickly. Not going to run on the arm. They'll be happy with the 6 off the first over. The Asquith So On needing another 88. Is that 8-8's lucky for the Asquith So On? Or is it going to be lucky for Craig and Gower? Gary Chan to bowl the first over from the Victoria Harbour end. Left arm around the wicket. This will be the key. These 4 overs from Gary and also Chansal Ha could well determine this match. Daswani, 4 off 3. The off stump. Can't beat a tight offside field. Again, this one a little bit further outside, often drifting in towards the off stump. And can find a gap. Dorothea Chan's onto it quickly, trying to shut it down. Picking that little gap allows the quick single. And this will be quite the battle. Mariam Bibi, we've already seen the intent. Already seen the chances. Dropped on 0. We'll see what Mariam can make from that. If Craig and Gower can pick up an early wicket. Still want some changes in the field. Got a long on and a deep mid wicket. Just wanted mid off a little wider, so there's a position straight for Bibi. Strays on the leg side though this time. Loosen her down the leg side and an extra in the books. That's the better line, the charge is on, that's why the long on is in place. Oh, it's got through the hands as well, so a flick back. Janice tidies up. They'll get back for 2. Good combination out there for Craig and Gower. Cutting off 2 after it got through Janice to start with. Stays in the crease. That one's drifting down the leg side. Again, the charge gets to the fall of the ball and along the ground down to Janice. And Bibi will retain strike. 5 runs coming from the second at the Asquith So 111 for none. They need another 83 now in 18. Karen Poon to continue from the Argyle Street end. Full toss, slog sweep, protection in the deep. A little fumble. They're going to run on the arm. And very good running from Daswani. A long way home there. Dorothea Chan out in the deep for that slog sweep. Need to find some boundaries, but if they keep getting the 2s, that's going to help as well. Push that run rate up from 6. Push it up towards 7 or 8. Pulls the length back this time. And it'll tickle onto the leg side for a single. Deep square leg in place for Daswani, who loves to sweep. Pulls away through cow corner. Work to do again for Dorothea. This time it was hit too well. So no chance of a second. Happy to go up and over the infield. Pick up another single. 79 off 105 balls. Oh, that's a good ball. That was the charge on from Mariam. Just kept it the length back a touch and got it to shape back in. Again, comes down, but had to send Daswani back. Amanda Chung was onto it quickly at mid-wicket. So back-to-back dots for Karen. Slowing things down. After 4 off the first 3. Bibi now eating up a few dots. Cuts away on the offside, cuts straight to point, but the quick single is on, so it'll be 5 off the third, halfway through the power play. The Diaspora Little Saiwan Wasps are 16 for none. Gary Chan to bowl a second. Floats one up. Bibi charges again and again finds that run. Janice, good throw in this time. Keeps it to 1. Sort of a good opening partnership in the first innings. And similarly building here for Diaspora Little Saiwan. Daswani back on strike, 6 off 7. Again, the chop out. Little fumble from April. I'll take another single. We expect to see Bibi charge again. She's been coming down the pitch a lot. Let's carry through one a bit wider. Did this time, and that's cut nicely. This should go for 4. The timing was perfect. Backward a point. The first boundary picked up for Diaspora Little Saiwan. Mariam Bibi now gets up to a run of ball 13. Kept it wide this time, perhaps trying to get away from the charge, but Bibi stayed planted and used the wrists to pick the gap. Right on middle and off, so back to dots, but they've got the runs to start with. 2 balls left. Another single or 2. Oh, in 2 minds there. Went forward then back. Picks up the single on the leg side. Seven off the over so far. Good one for Diaspora Little Saiwan. Daswani back on strike. That's one outside off, but toe of the bat can't beat Carey. So will be 7 runs coming from the fourth. DLSW 123 for none, needing another 71. Karen Poon starting her third. Dot to start with. Oh, the slog sweep up in the air. Dorothea Chan gets around, takes the catch. A brilliant effort to dismiss the dangerous Mariam Bibi. Karen gets her first as Bibi departs for 14. The slog sweep, they had Dorothea out there. She was inside the ropes a fair way, and then ran around to her right and well judged. That's a big wicket for Craig and Gower as DLSW lose their first on 23. Chris ahead to the crease after that big wicket.
Let's go.
Oh, and a chance goes begging there. Amanda Chung got there for the catch, but just didn't stay in the hands. Chris Aher, much like Mariam Bibi, got a life on 0. Bibi put an extra 14 on. See where Ikla gets to. Daswani goes aerial as well, but goes nice and straight. This should go for 4. Does go for 4. Outside off, and this is hit hard and hit well as well. Through extra cover, back-to-back 4s for Daswani. Keep the runs ticking over. A wicket falling in the 5th. 9 runs coming from it as well. 1 over left of the power play. DLSW 1, a 32 for 1. Kerry Chan to finish off the power play. Oh, a little bit of bottom hand from Ikra. Doesn't carry to any of the fielders. And again, bottom hand just over the top. It's 3 of the 4 deliveries from Ikra Sahar that have gone aerial. 1 holding out, being dropped, and 3 just not carrying. Gets the single, importantly gets Daswani back on strike, who's coming off the back of 2 4s. Early call of weight on. Goes straight to pull toe. Extra cover. Goes with the soft hands. Karen Poon around with the slide and throw quickly in. This is a good fight back after the runs flowing. Just 2 runs. 2 more balls. And Craig and Gowan can put a few more fielders out. Again aerial, but nice and straight. April gets a hand down on it, keeps it to 1. One point, Ikra's going to hit a big cover drive along the ground. Be shocked, won't go in the air. Daswani, finish off the power play, pulls hard. This could go for the boundary as well. The chase is on. The sweeper's come a long way around to Cow Corner. They've got 2. They'll be happy with 2. So 5 runs to round out the power play. The Ascot Little So 1, 37 for 1. Karen Poon to bowl out here. A little flick from Sahar. Again, it was starting in the air, but rolls along the ground to carry it. Square leg, a win. Get Daswani back on strike. On track to get a win here. The Ascot Little So on, and at least mix up and make some excitement. Lantau as well, chasing that big score, needing 158 up the hill for victory. Started well. No wickets lost inside the power play. We'll get an update from that shortly. Oh, that was in the air as well, but it's going to beat 2 fielders, and it's going to be another 4. Yasmin Daswani's liking the bowling of Karen Poon at the moment. 3rd boundary off 3 deliveries. On the replay, outside off, a little short. Again, went in the air, but it's the gap that was picked. We're outside the power play, so they're going to put an extra player out at long off, trying to cut that 4 off. Wants to go the little flick around the corner. Not enough on it to find the boundary. We'll find 2 if they're going to run on the arm of Carey. They will. Pulled in the air and through the hands. That was hit like a rocket There's Amanda Chung again, the captain. Got a hand to that one. That was smoked. Went straight through the hands. A little life given to Daswani on 24. And again, good runs coming for the Asquith Saiwan. So nearing the halfway point of the run chase. Along the ground from Saher this time. There we go. Finds the single. Will retain strike. 9 runs coming from the 7th. Is there still a ball left? Still a ball left. Too excited. 1 run away from being at the halfway mark of the run chase as well. 48 required. Daswani. And swatted hard out to that long off sweeper. So a big over for Diasquith Little Saiwan comes to an end. They're exactly halfway there. 47 for 1 off 7, needing another 47. Have a look at what's going on at HKCC. Lantau needing a win to stay in the chase. And you can see after 5 overs, they're going fast, trying to chase down that big total. 37 for none inside the power play with Fatima Amir and Akshi out in the middle. No changes in bowling for Craig and Gower today. They're going to bowl out Carrie Chan as well as bowling out Karen Poon. She needs to find a wicket in this final over. Get CCC back into this match. It's scooped up in the air, but again, just can't find a fielder at the moment. Take the 1. Carey wanting to bring in long on and long off, which I think is a good idea. Get more catching positions. It could have gone aerial a fair bit. And bringing in a very close catching. Extra cover, pull toe. They've got Dorothea Chan at cover as well inside the circle. The charge, straight down onto the feet. Saw Bibby do that as well. If Carey sees the charge, perhaps she does throw it wide. The down leg side for stumping. Vanessa So with the gloves on. Keeps that one wide but too full and gets past Chansal Ha. It's going to go for 4. Over pitched from Carey, and Ikra Saher says thank you very much. I'll pick up my first boundary and keep the runs ticking over. The half century up for Diasquith Little Saiwan in the 8th. 52 for 1. 41-42 more required for victory. Stays still this time. And goes up and over the top. They left the field inside the circle. So Janice has to chase that one down to the side screen. There's Ikra again. Oh, geez, they kept it inside the circle for Saher. She's got a 4 and now she's got a double. 7 off the over, a ball remaining. But this is scooped up in the air. Who's going to take the catch? It's been put down. Not having a great day in the field, Amanda Chung. Another catch goes begging, and Zikla gets a second life on 11. They find the single, and that's the end of Carrie Chan as well. No wickets today, none for 25 off her 4. 8 done. Diasquith Little Saiwan 55 for 1, needing another 39. Okay, so the first change in bowling. Annie Ho It starts with a full toss. And Ikra says thank you very much. Another 4. Well, this is going to make things interesting. They're racing towards a victory here, Diasco Little So Want. They can get the victory and get enough net run rate to go ahead of Craigengow, then it'll all depend on what's going on at HKCC. We believe on the numbers. If Lantau can get the victory at HKCC, they have enough net run rate to go into the final. That's gone onto the stumps. Bold. Good comeback from hit for 4. Annie Ho gets the wicket of Ikra Saher for 16, and Diasco Little So Want lose their second on 59. It's a great ball. Just played all around it, Saher. Drifting on in, onto that leg stump. Does this slow things down, or do they keep trying to pump the runs on? I think Daswani's the secret here. Stays out there, can get on strike, then can guide the team to victory as quick as possible. For Craigengow, you feel it needs to keep the new batter on strike as much as possible. Jonah Egwood to the crease at number 4. Pops up in the air. Daswani's gone for the run. This has got to be out. Must be out. And that's the end of Egwood. Out for a golden duck in a run out. As Daswani desperate to get the strike. It's a win for both teams, to be honest. Daswani gets back on strike, but it is stranded. Egwood a long way short. So back-to-back wickets for Craigengow. They're on a team hat-trick. It's all going on as Diasco Little So Want lose their third on 59. It's going to bring Ratita Venkatesh to the crease at number 5 at the non-striker's end.
I know you, yeah.
Team hat-trick. Chance. We've had 2 hat-trick balls already. Some believe team hat-trick doesn't really exist. I do. If the team can get 3 in a row. Well, they're not going to get 3 in a row because Annie's bowled another full toss. Got away with it as it went out to Dorothea. They're going to run on the arm. Venkatesh gets back. And they get a 2. So 4 wicket 2. 33 more runs required. Daswani on 29. 2 balls left. When does she take the single? Get the extra at least. That helps the Wasps. Waits on it, but punches straight to mid-wicket. And Amanda makes sure that stays a dot. So you'd expect here Daswani's going to go to try to find a single. There's room through square leg with carry it deep backwards square. Cuts away. Yeah, and we'll get the single. I doubt they'll try to go for two on the arm. They thought about it, but I think it's a better decision to leave Daswani on strike for the next over. Well, all going on in the ninth. 2 wickets falling and 8 runs coming from it. That's what it'll say one, needing another 31. 63 for 3. Captain to continue, Amanda Cheung. Daswani on strike. Take us up to the drinks break as well. Somewhere around the 10 to 12 over mark. I reckon that's where Daswani Little So One need to get the victory. Slowed down a touch. They're only 2/3 of the way there, which suggests they'd get there around 13 or 14. Be very interesting to see the points table at the end of this game. And the game not gone for Craigengower as well, of course. 3 down. They can attack the new batters like Rachida out there in the middle. They have to get Daswani either off strike or out as well. Still making changes in the field. Everyone shuffling around to the left. Keep going to the left. Fine leg inside the circle now. And a backward point to go with a point. No third though. That's a win for Craigengower, and dot back to Amanda. Full this time. Swatted straight. Chance Hart in the deep. Very good arm. That's a win as well. So now Craigengower get to attack the new batter in Rachida Venkatesh. Oh, that's another chance put down. Another chance put down by Amanda Cheung. Wow. She is not having a great day as a fielder, and this time it's off her own bowling. So even worse. Popped into the hand, popped straight out. Life for Venkatesh on the first delivery. Pulls the length back. That's a good delivery. It's another calculation for Craigengower. Even if they don't get the win, they can slow the win down. It slows the net run rate loss. Charges on and the slog sweep. Gets off the mark with the double. Tidy over to get us up to the drinks break. Full charge again, goes straight again out to Chansal Ha. Probably will just take one and a win. Just the 4 runs coming from the 10th. As Daswani Little So One move to 67 for 3. We'll have a look at the batting and bowling cards for the first 10 overs. Yasmin Daswani opening the batting and still out there, 31 off 24. Mariam Bibi has given a life. But then eventually holed out into the deep. A great catch from Dorothea Chan, out for 14. Ikra Saher also went aerial a lot and got a life or two. 16 off 14. And then the sacrifice fly run out from Jonah, out for a golden duck. Rachita Venkatesh out there in the middle as well with Daswani. 67 for 3 on the board. In the bowling, a wicket for Karen Poon and a wicket for Annie Ho. Plus the run out, meaning the Ascot Little So What. 67 for 3. 27 required in the final 10 overs. You'd think the Ascot Little So What will do that in a canter. It's just a matter of how many deliveries and what it does to the net run rate. As the teams take a drink, we'll take a quick drink here as well and join us for the exciting end to this final round of the Cricket Hong Kong China Women's Premier League T20. Drinks break done. Annie Ho to continue. Full. Punched in the air. Won't carry to Dorothea this time. Take the one. 26 to win. Daswani. Can Yasmin have a match-winning innings here? Hold the bat. Through. Length pulled back. Oh, smashed straight into the stumps. Don't think Annie Ho got a hand on it. Otherwise, I think Rachita would be walking. That's unfortunate for Daswani. Very fortunate for Craig and Gower. That was going to rocket down to the Argyle Street end boundary for 4, even with protection in the deep. The Karen Poon is very straight. Straight as a long on I've seen. Goes back with a square, beats Carrie Chan. She's got the chase on. Is she going to get there? That's a line ball call. I'm not entirely sure. Very, very close. And if it is a save, that's a brilliant effort. She says, yep, I flicked that one back in before the ropes. Watch this. So close. Oh, in the air. It's probably what saved Carrie from giving up 4 runs there. She was aerial, so she didn't slide into the ropes and flicked it back in with the hands. Finds another single for Venkatesh. Continuing to chase this down. 22 more required. And that's cut nicely as well. Backward a point. The chase is on. Chansal Ha gets there first. Good arm in. Good running from Daswani. Back for a brace. 20 off 55. Forget the 55 balls. Won't need that to chase down another 22, you'd think. 7 off the over. Ball remaining in the 11th. Make sure you stick around after we do the batting and bowling cards at the end. We're going to put up the points table and see where everybody stands. Another win for CCC there. They're going to dot out the end of the over. So it will be 7 runs from the 11th. The Ascot Little So won 74 for 3, needing another 20. Mandachung to continue from the Victoria Harbour end. Venkatesh on strike, gets a full one, punches straight. We'll just take a single there for put Daswani back on strike. Waits on it, the toe of the bat into pull toe. And that's gone through cow corner. Work to do for the deep mid wicket. The diver's on, can't cut it off. 4 more to Daswani. $15 required. And they've just figured out that there's too many outside the circle, so they've had to bring mid off inside. Came down to the pitch of the ball, but too far in the end. Yorked herself there, Daswani. Wants to go the reverse, off middle stump. So high risk, pretty low reward in the end, just a single. Going to take a single to round it out. 6 runs coming from the 12th. The Ascot Little So 180 for 3. They need another 14 from here. Running on the relay throw. Back for 2. On a switch in the field. So a little delay. 12 left. Another charge, beats the infield. Won't beat the fielder out in the deep though. They're pushing hard on the arm. Another 2 brings the runs required down to 10. Pulled hard, beats the infield. Karen Poon out in the deep. Make sure that stays as a 1. That one helps as well. Oh, the big sweep slog straight. But Karen in the way. Makes it a 1. 2 balls left of the 13th. 7 required. Daswani on 46. Again, that one helps. 88 on the board. End of this over, we're going to have a look up the hill as well. They're in the drinks break. That game's not anywhere near done. Lantau still a chance against HKCC. Pulled away, beats the infield. Chansal Ha in the deep. I think it's Carey. No, it's Chansal Ha with the left arm. 2 more. Daswani moves to 48. 90 on the board, 4 to win. Daswani on half-century watch. Gets deep in the crease. Swats can't beat Amanda Chung. So it'll be a dot, and Daswani will be at the non-striker's end. And the Ascot Little So One Wasps needing just 4 more from here. There's news from up the hill in the drinks break. Lantau are 74 for 2, so they need 84 in the final 10. 8 wickets in hand, and the 2 India Club superstars, Akshi and Vansi, are out in the middle. So that game is not done yet as well. Back here, only 4 more runs required. Amanda Chung to continue. Brought most of the field inside. Cut off any singles. Nobody outside the circle on the offside. Well, Carrie Chan's actually floating outside the circle at extra cover. Down the wicket, up and over the top. They'll find 1. Daswani wants a second. Nobody else at the ground or watching does want to see a second. They want to see Yasmin get a half-century and get this win. Back on strike on 48. Three to win. Wants to go the little lap scoop. It's going to be a dot. Clever thinking, no square leg inside the circle, no fine leg. There is nobody inside. There's a deep forward square. Then there's nobody else behind that. So there's at least 2 runs around the corner if she can get bat on ball. Instead waits on it, punches straight. Should only be 1, is only 1. Moves to 49, 2 to win. 3 balls left. What does Venkatesh do? Go for the win as quick as possible. Go for a single. Get Daswani back on strike. It's a team game. I'm sure they'll take the win first. Down, scooped up in the air. Oh, catch been put down by Chansal Ha. Catch has been put down by Chansal Ha. He's usually very good in the deep. Yet that's just been the story for Craigengower today. At least 5 or 6 drop catches. Some of the players coming in for the afternoon's Premier League match, being told off by umpire John Plakosh because they're walking across the sight screen. Rightly so. 1 to win. Daswani on 49. Gets a full one. Swats hard. We'll get the runs. We'll get a 4 to get the victory and a half century. Yasmin Daswani holds her bat as Diaskwa Little Saiwan pick up the victory in the final game of the round robin. Gets past the bowler, gets past 2 in the field, moves to 53 and will be unbeaten. Half century getting the victory for Diaskwa Little Saiwan today. Let's look at the batting and bowling cards. I'm going to make you wait to see what the table looks like. First, the batting card. And Yasmin Daswani. Not sure why it's now 50. For not out, it was 53. There it goes. It's been updated. Mariam Bibi got a start, 14. Iqra Saher out for 16. A run out. Duck for Egud and Ruchita Venkatesh at the end, just helping out to get the job done in 13.5. The bowling card for Craig and Gower, and it was a day of drop catches from the Craig and Gower Cricket Club Women's Premier team. Could have put a lot more pressure on, but in the end, just 2 wickets with the ball and a run out. Karen Poon, 1 for 30. Gary Chan bowling out, none for 25 off 4. Annie Ho also getting a wicket, 1 for 25, and Amanda Chung, the captain, the last of the bowlers, none for 17 off 2.5. Put up the summary. I'm still going to make you wait as we look with Craig and Gower putting on 93. They were 69 for 2. Then the wickets fell. Top scorer Carrie Chan run out for 29. Pull toe with a 16, and the captain Amanda Chung with a 16 as well. Iqra Saher and Rajveer Kaur both getting 3 fors and restricting Craig and Gower to 93. Then chasing it down in 13.5. Let's see if the points table has been updated. Not yet. So we're yet to find out if Craig and Gower will go through, or Diaskwa Little Saiwan got enough of a net run rate boost. And just waiting on the updated points table to see who stands where. While that gets done, we'll have a look at what's going on up the hill. 90 for 2, needing 68 off 8.1. That score's changing as well, 91 for 2. All on the hands of Akshi and Vancy. Try to get Lantau a win, give them a chance to get up into the points and a chance in the final. And still waiting on the updated points table. We'll hope to give it to you before the end of this broadcast. And don't forget, coming up 1:30 p.m, a blockbuster in the men's T20 Premier League. It's going to be Pakistan Association Cricket Club up against Diaskwa Little Saiwan. There's still chances in the men's as well to make the final. Make sure you join us from 1:25 p.m. We'll check out the points table for that game. We'll be live with all the action from 1:30 p.m. Hong Kong time on Cricket Hong Kong China YouTube. And also Fan Code. If you're joining us on Fan Code, welcome, and we'll see you this afternoon. There we go, the updated points table, in Craig and Gower at the moment are ahead of Diaskwa Little Saiwan. So Diaskwa Little Saiwan cannot make the finals now It all depends on what Lantau does against Hong Kong Cricket Club Women's. They're going to have to win it quickly as well because they're behind on net run rate. And it's Craig and Gow Women 1.41 ahead of Diaskwa Little Saiwan. That ends this broadcast of the Cricket Hong Kong China Women's Premier League. We'll be back live from 1:25 p.m. with the men's T20 game, Pakistan Association up against Diaskwa Little Saiwan. Make sure you join us then.